Welcome back.
That room with a cage in it. You know, where all the cats were. That leads to where she is now. But from here on in, things get really, really dangerous. You could call it quits, but I already know you won't.
That's right. I'm stubborn.
I know.
We have to go. She's waiting.
Yeah. Let's get going.
Welcome to the Cat's Fever Dream. This is Farewell Requiem of... Wait, what are we playing? Oh, right.
I don't
Fragile
know.
Dreams. Farewell Runes of the Moon. And, well, this is the last time we'll be seeing the dam. But, nice shot of the Aurora there. Now, if you walk all the way back over here, you'll see why we can't get back into the dam area. So this is a point of where you can't get back to the dam. It's not a point of no return quite yet, but there will be one soon.
Because the only point of no return here is the point where we have to backtrack a lot.
Yep. I'll switch weapons too, because I don't need the crossbow for this next part.
Obviously, the mole is a witch.
Could be. There's really nothing of importance in this hallway. I thought there would be more enemies, but a nice casual stroll is always in order. Unless I forget to pick up an item. That I apparently missed. Unless it... I don't remember this ever being here, to be honest.
Well, that's why it's there now.
Yeah,
I guess.
It's not a memory item, though. It's something we've never seen before. And it's not a thing that we sell, either. It's a new piece of equipment! It's the most useless thing in the game, even more than the cat toy.
Because you at least use the cat toy to progress in the game.
Yep. Yeah, why don't we see what that is?
Man, I'm getting sleepy.
It's a flashbulb. What it does is... it works against ghost enemies. But, it breaks pretty easily. I've never actually gotten one to work. Because the bulb can burn out, and every time I've used it, the bulb burns out in the first use. It doesn't even work. Basically, I get it, charge up the shot, and then it breaks immediately. It's a piece of shit. And it only works against ghost enemies, and, well, there's not that many from in the game, to be honest. Much anymore. Actually, there are quite a bit left. Not much, though.
But you're gonna show how it works anyway.
Yep. Now, see that, now we can use it. It has to wait to charge it up. Unfortunately, it doesn't actually have any light, so you kind of have to guess if you're going to be in the vicinity of ghost enemies. Because they usually won't show up. It also doesn't work against the sign spiders, which do make a return in this area.
Although I think we were discussing whether or not they count as ghosts because you don't need your flashlight to see them.
Yep.
Maybe they're just mutant people.
Well, why don't we see if it... Yeah, that's what it does. Yep. That's the flashbulb, everyone.
The best game.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
At least you can play with cats with the cat toy. Anyway, these are just normal sign spiders, nothing to worry about. They're just respawned. And I can't hit shit.
And you're not speeding this up because...
Torturing you guys, of course. Plus, it's
But what if
combat.
they're-
Everybody loves a little pew-pew with their bow action, you know?
Well, you're not torturing me because, let's face it, I play Monster Hunter, where I fight the exact same thing over and over again for 3 hours until it drops that goddamn Rathalos plate.
I've done that in Peace Walker.
Oh no, it's much worse in Monster Hunter. You have no idea how obnoxious the Rathalos plate is to get.
I bet I do, because I tried to get the Goo King sword in Breath of Fire 3.
Oh, well, that's true.
It's considered to be a myth, actually, but...
But isn't that something where you have to reload your save files? Because it's a boss?
Not a boss, it's a random enemy, it's just very rare. It has a 1 in 256 chance to drop it.
So basically, if you're doing the game without cheating, you'd have to use an item that would really increase the random encounter rate by a lot.
Increase the random encounter rate, and if you use the item that that increases the drop rate, it only adds a 2 to that, so it would be a 1 in 208 1 in 208 chance.
But is it a hard enemy to fight?
Yes, it's very hard, actually. It's probably the hardest non-boss enemy.
Okay, so in a sense that's worse than dropping a Rathalos plate.
Yes, it's a pain in the ass. Anyway,
Welcome
if
to
you
Let's
haven't...
Play Fragile Dreams, where we talk about not fragile dreams.
It's fine. Anyway, but now back to Fragile Dreams. These are actually new enemies, have you noticed?
Are they?
Yeah, they're not sign spiders. Look what they're holding.
I can't see what that is. Is that a...
It's the top of a telephone pole. So now they...
Oh, so now we're really in Persona Land.
Yes, I was going to make a King Moron joke, but anyway.
Honestly, if there was a game where an enemy carried around a telephone pole that had a King Moron look-alike, I would just declare it the best game ever. Especially if they actually hit you with it, and it vomited at you.
I'm not sure why they exactly have it, but,
Why not?
whatever. What are we going to call these guys? This is literally the only time we see them in the game, by the way.
I don't know.
We'll call them... phony...
Pole shadows? Oh, that
We can
thing
call them
actually-
phonies.
Oh, I see what you did there.
They're not the real side spiders. Also, this is what I was talking about when the hit detection on the bow sucks balls for third-person mode.
You know what I just
fucking
realized?
camera, whatever.
I just realized his animation does not change from the crossbow to the longbow. Like, he holds all his ranged weapons the exact same way.
Yes, I believe he does. I'm not sure on the finger placement. But,
Like on the finger placement, maybe, but it's a Wii game, so you wouldn't notice anyway.
yeah. I really am not that obsessed to check either.
It occurs to me that this is probably the biggest battle area in the game, but the hardest to unspawn the enemies.
If I wanted to, I could just walk out of here, but the problem
I know,
is
but it's
the
like-
bolts actually home in pretty
Dude.
damn fast.
I was gonna say, do they go faster than you?
No, they don't go faster than you, but the enemies will teleport to try to get more bolts at you. So, it is in your best interest to kill these guys. Plus, they actually drop good things, like ration packs. So if you can actually find the items in the water, where the fuck is this item? That one dropped an item, I'd swear. Yeah, there we go. Fucking fireflies are betraying me.
Everyone feels betrayed by the lack of Firefly.
I heard that was a good show.
It was. I didn't like the movie, but I really liked the show.
Well, we're back.
Welcome to Let's Play Fragile Dreams. Now we are continuing to explain our own jokes.
We are entering into the cat room where we saw the girl.
Enter this code into that keypad. 1004. It's his birthday. He was always distant and cold on the surface, but he had a tender side, too.
Who?
It doesn't matter. Just enter the code already. Alright, let's go.
Well, before we go, this is not a point of no return quite yet. There is one item that I forgot to get my first time through, so let's backtrack all the way through the sewers. I'll cut out that, though. Nobody wants to see that. Were you having a little bit of dread? Yeah, so the southern part I didn't actually explore, but down here, there is something I missed. And it's one of two in the game.
It's at this point, throughout this entire underground section, that you begin to notice just how slow Seto runs.
Yes. You have no idea. Alright. We got a mystery item.
Well, the axe may break really fast, but at least it kills things fast, too.
It's not the axe. It's actually a weapon we haven't seen yet, but...
Wow.
Because I had to go back from a further recording.
Hmm.
But it's cat food. You can actually use this instead of the cat toy during that one story part, but I didn't have one. I believe the merchant also says it at some point, but I've never seen him actually do it, but I've heard that he does on the forums. But when you carry the cat food, the cats will run up to you. And to actually use the cat food, you don't have to equip it or try to eat it. All you have to do is kneel down. And I wish you could see the animation of the cat eating, but nope. Seto likes to center the camera behind himself and lock it in place.
Oh.
Oh well. It has the same effect as the cat toy, though. Meaning the cats will follow you around for whatever their zone is. Their 15-meter zone.
I'm surprised there's a lot of blood around this cat. It's kind of like the rabbit from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Just makes me think of that.
I don't know if it was blood, it might have been poop. Just looking on the bright side of things. Anyway, back to where we were.
Hey!
Yes, I know you like
The
cupcakes.
girl must be close. I just know it. Stay alert. Be careful.
Will do, Sai. Thanks for the goddamn walls.
Well, at least it's not Sword of the Berserk.
Man, I want to play that now.
But you're completely horrible at starting new games, for some reason. God damn it.
Anyway, we got another flashbulb, so why don't we see if this one works? There is a save point there too, but my inventory is pretty empty, so I don't need to really use it right now. And to the left, sounds like some crying women. Let's see if they show up. Come on. Attack me, please. Hello? Crying women? Hello? Well, I'll just grab the item over here. That's actually another one of the books, which will be shown at the end of this episode. It'll be a 52-minute long memory sequence.
Oh boy.
It's actually a pretty good story, though, and I do recommend it. Oh. Thank you, flashbulb.
The most useful item. So have you ever actually gotten
No.
to use that thing?
Even in my first playthrough, I could never use one. I think the developers forgot to put in, like, it working. But anyway, these are the hardest version of the Crying Women. They're called the Crimson Women. And you can kind of see, like, a black aura kind of falling around here. This isn't just her ghostly aura, Oh, there's one right there. This is just a ghostly aura. They also have, when you shine this flashlight on them, it slows them down a little bit. Yeah. The high beam flashlight is pretty nice.
So I wonder if the flashbulb actually worked, it would have done something like that.
It would have paralyzed them. Meaning they would be, like, petrified and couldn't move or do anything. And
The downside to slowing the enemies down is then you have to speed the footage up.
yeah, plus I phased through the ghosts. Which makes sense, I guess. But they just really don't want to open up their backs. So, this goes on more than it needs to. Oh.
Well, they're afraid if they open their backs to strangers too easily, then people will judge them. I'm so not funny.
Showing
At
any skin at all is seriously a sin in Ghost dumb. Let's take a look at their feet. Oh, stop attacking me. I want to take a look at your foot, baby. They are like tendril type things. Kind of look like roots, but they're not plants.
I was gonna say they look like roots, and then I was gonna make a joke, but that would be spoilers for an unrelated game. That would be a dick move.
You mean .hack roots?
No.
Oh, my bad.
You know the one.
Oh, yeah. Level 30, by the way.
Wouldn't it be funny?
It's a shame there aren't more tree spirits to fight, though. Those are fun fights.
Wouldn't it be funny if I accidentally spoiled a game I've never heard of where a character's name was actually Spoiler Block?
Hello? Thank you. Brainless Randy. Wait. What? So, yes.
Brainless Randy, the programmer of this game.
There are multiple dead-end paths here.
I like to imagine that the coding of this game literally just says
It was never translated in English, so it might as well. I'm pretty sure the coding wasn't translated because... I'm gonna spoil you that the credits weren't translated. They're still in Japanese.
So basically the localization of this game was unfinished. So for all we know, the glitches in this game might just be coding errors.
Might be.
Because they didn't localize it properly.
I don't know how that hit me, by the way. Fucking ballerinas. I would get a nice close-up face shot of them, but they always turn around and stuff. Oh well. I got some writing. Well, I guess we ate those ghosts then, because they were weak.
So Seto, what did it taste like?
I think Luigi's Mansion would have been better if it was Luigi just eating all the ghosts. Oh, that's kind of creepy.
While wearing a bandana instead of his hat.
You don't expect to see a silhouette there on the wall. I mean, we've seen drawings before, but that's actually, like, penciled in and stuff. We also picked up a spear here. Again, the spear is the best staff weapon. Hurry up and die. Again. It looks like her needles in her back are also on fire, so it is kind of like
So maybe they're supposed to be like what's it called,
acupuncture.
incense. But then that would make sense.
It'd be acupuncture is what I was thinking of. Because there are some acupuncturists that light things on fire for some reason. I'm not really sure how acupuncture works.
I don't know either. So what does acupuncture even do?
It supposedly releases stress built up by the muscles and joints.
So basically, knots.
Oh, by the way, best thing ever. I love jellyfish.
Really? Because if I was you, I'd hate them by now.
Oh, very easy to kill. Pretty nice experience. Not that we actually need it. We're already level 30. Without grinding at all. Max level being 35. Also, this item can't reach it normally. But you can shoot it down with a ranged weapon. But guess what it is?
A stick.
Nope, it's a flashbulb. Sticks are actually useful.
Fair enough.
What were you saying?
I kind of forgot.
Oh.
So do you get anything for level 35 other than just being level 35?
Nope. Oh boy, this will be a hard room. Look at all these jellyfish. I guess I really wanted you to use your spear here. Oh, even the hint on the wall tells you. Oh, I'm 31.
I think that's more than 2.
Yeah, I think there was
Just saying.
10 there. I didn't count.
So whoever wrote that can't do math.
Don't you see? They were killed by the first 2 jellyfish that were there.
And then they
While they were
became
writing
jellyfish
it,
themselves.
While they were writing it, and then somebody
It all
saw the
makes
message
sense
and they
now.
wanted to get closer, and they were like, what, this doesn't make any sense, and then they got killed by the 3 jellyfish. And then it went on and on, until there were like 10, 12 jellyfish there.
Like I said, the evil thing that happened is that every decently competent person in the world was killed. And so Seto is the most competent person alive at the moment, and that's why everything wants to kill him.
Sai is more wait, alright. Live. That's right. By the way, that is a total bitch move. We walked past that cage, but she didn't give us the code for it. We would have caught up to the girl, too. You know?
Maybe she's scared of the unnamed he even in death? Maybe she wanted to know that Seto could deal with him before she sent him to meet him?
I think she was more... Oh, by the way, this is the best weapon in the game. By best, I mean it's the highest attack power. Plus 200. Very nice. And your base attack at this level is about 160, so that would be 360.
So basically, a one-hit kill most enemies?
Normally, just doing the pressing an A attack would do 360 damage or so. Doing an overhand swing does double that, so it's in the 700s. 720-ish. So it's a great weapon.
Neat.
If the ID cannot be confirmed, you will be removed.
Oh, there you are.
If the ID cannot be confirmed,
My
Yep.
favorite enemy in the game.
Oh, by the way, the big problem is the reach on this fucking thing. These things also have around 800 health, I think. Ow.
You'd think for how long that took to telegraph it would do a little bit more damage.
I was trying to run around it, but I guess it got a good lock on me. And also, I don't know what that says in Japanese, but I'm gonna break... Oh.
Maybe it's fragile.
Could be. That one didn't explode, but it didn't have red writing on it either. Well, what about this one? Well, first let's destroy the R2-D2.
confirmed, you will be removed.
No, we can actually understand what it's saying.
Confirmed. You will be removed.
Maybe we could understand what R2-D2 is saying in Star Wars, but we
Hey,
just
if you
never
watch
notice.
enough, if you watch enough Star Wars, you probably know what he says.
But I'm thinking, what if everything he said was just constant swearing and so it was censored?
Okay, I haven't watched any Star Wars movies, so I don't really care either way. Also, this kind of looks...
It's probably a good thing that you don't, because you'd probably do the stupid thing and watch the prequel movies.
Well, it hasn't... What? I don't know. Well, I guess it's probably fine.
Let's back up into this cutscene.
I didn't see that coming at all.
The security's been activated. It's locked tight. Well, only one way to go. Forward!
Right.
You can now never go back to the very first of the game. This is a point of no return. Meaning you can't go back to the hotel, the fun fair, or the underground mall.
No boy. Looks like a dead end. Guess he means business.
A dead end?
In other words, we're trapped in here.
I guess this is the end.
Huh? What's the matter? You're a guy, aren't you? It's too early to throw in the towel. Oh, I know.
What is it?
Would you... Well, would you like to hear my story?
Sure.
A long time ago. Long ago, there was a brilliant scientist who discovered, well, the secret of interaction. That is, how humans connect emotionally. The hidden ability to communicate without words. Way in the past, people could have connected with each other using that power. So a bunch of really smart scientists got together to study the idea. They thought if they could reawaken this power in everybody, we wouldn't have to use words to understand one another. They concluded that it'd make the world a better place. There were wars at that time. People argued and fought over little things and big things alike. Everything was a point of contention, and people grew tired of it. The whole world was unanimous in supporting the project. Using a machine they called Glass Cage, humans sent a signal around the world to try and trigger the latent empathy faculty in people's heads. This would enable everyone to naturally harmonize with one another.
After that, what happened?
Well, everybody was excited. Now that they could convey exactly what was in their hearts, all sorts of misunderstandings and ill will would vanish overnight. That's what they thought. The entire world was bubbling with hope. Everyone believed it was the dawn of a new era. They believed and believed and smiled themselves to sleep. But then, the next morning, no one woke up. They slept and stayed like that forever. That's how they all died.
And you think it's happening again?
Yeah. That girl? She's gonna be the catalyst for it.
Catalyst?
Her heart will make the connection and connect with everybody else on Earth. If it succeeds.
What if it doesn't work?
I told you. It'll be worse this time. Not a single soul will escape. And guess what? The first time around, I was the catalyst.
But, Sai, I don't get it. How did you end up as the catalyst?
Don't look at me. I have no idea. I lived a typical ordinary life. And then one day, they forced me to take all these tests. Before I knew what was going on, they decided to use me. They plugged all these cords into my head, made me take strange medicines. It was all very weird. I'm telling you, in all my days, I'd never felt such intense pain. It happened every day. More experiments. They didn't care at all how I felt. But there was this guy. He had a heart. Sometimes he'd slip me chocolates and candy. He'd even stop by and ask me if I was doing okay. And also, he thanked me nicely.
I see. So you and that guy, well, you were like friends.
You crack me up. I mean, I wouldn't exactly call Shin and I friends. If I had to label us, we were... Wait a minute. How'd that cat get in here? The door's still locked shut.
And the exit is blocked with rubble.
Quick! After him! He might lead us to a way out!
I doubt it. I mean, finding a way out of this crisis, that's insane.
Can I just say that this is the worst scientists? Just... no. Can I just ask everybody who wants to be a writer, stop with the scientists who take an unwilling subject and experiment on them no
How
matter
did
how
we
they feel?
not notice this?
I found it! The cat's meowing on the other side.
If you crouch down, you should be able to fit.
Here goes nothing.
I mean, I can clearly see to the other side of this pile of rubble from here. But anyway, yeah, scientists are going a bit too far, but it's not... I don't think it's a bad plot, really.
It's just so overused.
It's overused, but I don't think it's as ridiculous as you thought it was going to be.
No, it's not, but it's just like the part where they don't care about her feelings, and yeah. It probably just pisses me off because it reminds me of Persona 4 Arena's plot. But,
Well, I get more androids, that's pretty nice. And also got to show off the hammer sucking balls. Oh well, I guess we'll use it here. Still does a massive amount of damage though, if you can get the timing right on it.
so basically, if you're good at the Great Sword Monster Hunter, minus about all of your range,
Come on, walk towards me. Hello. Mr. Robot. Crow's brother, come on. There we go.
a Crowborough, you might call them. That is their new name. They are Crowboroughs.
They're crowbacks. Nobody
said
gets
bro.
that reference. Well, that looks like the thing that we could get into, but we can't. Oh well.
I mean, it's rusted, and it's a fence, and we have a hammer. It's clearly unpassable.
Well, it's a pretty straight shot from here, but there are a few offshoots for memory items, and of course, since we're getting all the memory items, we have to do them. Hey, Meowbert.
It's the same cat from before.
Wouldn't it be weird if it was a totally different cat, Sai? No, because cats breed like fucking crazy in this game. All over the place.
See, cats are sort of like rabbits.
They are if you don't train them or neuter them or spay them. I don't know if you can do that to a rabbit. I'm not a veterinarian. Well, that was hard. Oh, the best weapon in the Brilliant game. Okay. I used it like 4 times. Perfect.
Weapon decoration systems. You are never good. I guess it was tolerable in games like Monster Hunter New Vegas, but that's because you could fix the weapon in those games.
Well, back to the trusty old spear.
There he is!
How did he get here in the first place? Wait!
The cat's not going to listen to you, Sai. It's a cat. They do whatever the fuck they want to.
So please tell me the final boss is going to be the unnamed scientist in a robot.
You're half right. I think it should be pretty obvious which half is right.
The final scientist.
I'm not answering the question. All we're doing is destroying robots, so my main man.
Oh, that's true. Sato can't meet anyone who's alive. Silly me. Or a robot. Who's alive or not a robot.
Yep. Poor Crow. And PF. And Chio. And Sai, I guess. And everyone else. Oh, and the little girl. Yeah. And all the people we got memory items from. Including the dog.
Dogs, if I was paying attention.
Oh, right, yeah.
This one sure was the most depressing.
I think
Probably
the first one was, but the second one was pretty depressing. We're staying on topic, just referencing memory items. It's within the bounds of reason.
For once.
Yeah. I almost missed this message. Oh. Who's ever writing this is an asshole. Alright. There's a save point if we need it. I don't know what a save point doing here really means, but well, why not just go on? Well, let's get that out.
Press A to not die.
I never expected a weakling like you to make it this far.
What are you?
Hey, it's no use! Look out!
I do not have to answer to you. Any threat to the project must be eliminated.
This is the final time we'll fight this guy. This is his hardest form.
Well, more accurately, this character model. Because I guess you could argue that the first two were different ones, maybe. Unless they were just the same thing, but they just didn't talk for some reason.
Well, anyway, this boss, the hardest version of him, well, as long as you keep moving, you're probably fine. Don't stand in one place, he'll teleport at you and try to charge you, or smash his head against you. Well, I guess we should probably just do our... Oh, never mind, you can just... Hardest bosses in video game history.
Fool. Your existence amounts to nothing more than a goldfish swimming upriver. When we were conceived, the age of man ended.
What? What are you talking about?
Our plan is on schedule. Make the most of the little time you have left.
We have to act fast!
Right.
By the way, I did pick up the memory item, I just didn't show it.
The worst scientists.
The cat ran in here.
It'll be tight, but you can squeeze through. Be super careful.
It's not like this is a frickin' Metal Gear Solid vent. I mean, it's pretty obvious a person could fit through this. By the way, you have to crouch through this entire thing, and crouching takes a long time, so I guess we should probably speed this up. Alright. This is still a pretty slow pace.
Now it's about equivalent to Seto's normal running speed.
Yeah. By the way, if you go to the right there, it's just a dead end. There's nothing over there.
Trickery.
Thank you, Cat, for leading me straight in front of me.
Through the one single vent that is a straight and narrow path.
Alright, where did we come out? Well, we got cutscene.
Explain yourself, Sai. Why did you let a human in here?
First, you answer a question for me. Why are you reviving Glass Cage? What are you trying to do?
You don't need to know that.
Please, tell me the truth. If what happened last time...
Words can be frustrating, troubling things, Sai. I thought you, of all people, would understand.
But Shin, it's just that... if we could just talk, I know that I'd be able to...
That's enough. Soon, everything will be in order.
Why can't he... I don't understand. Why can't he see? Let's go save that girl. Seto.
Yeah.
I like how Seto doesn't ask any questions at all to Sai, even though she actually knows what's going on here.
Seto's kind of a fucking moron.
Yeah. I'll admit that. Well, next episode is, well, going to be getting through the whatever the place that we just emerged into.